Being a staff member of Willard, we have to do sustainable actions every day. We have to shred and recycle all the time. For a really long time, especially during the year, we have a compost bin that we set up, and we create a lot of sustainable programs. Especially, we're going to try and set up a community garden at some point during the year to help with sustainability.
Well, I recycle. I try to leave the lights off as much as possible. I try not to waste water, so I turn it off whenever I'm brushing my teeth and stuff like that.
I look for what's easiest. So it's easy to recycle things because you see the recycling bins and stuff like that. It's easy to turn off light switches. So I think I just look for what do I come in contact with most in terms of ways to be sustainable.
I think Boulder is really into sustainable lifestyles as far as recycling, composting, and using reusable water bottles. If you go around the dorms, you'll see that we all have these water bottle fillers instead of just having plastic bottles for everyone.
Mm-hmm. I'm a member of the CU Theater and Dance Department along with the School of Music. So a lot of what we do is in outreach and talking about activism and helping the environment and sustainability through performance. And so sometimes we put on a performance highlighting different things in the environment that we can use to promote sustainability on campus and in Boulder as a whole.
A lot of it is recycling. I have a lot of caffeine that keeps me going during the school year, so all of those cans or soda pops go in the recycling. I think also coming to see Boulder kind of helps a little bit because they do have really sustainable practices, and it helps support Boulder, which has one of the larger recycling centers I've seen ever, because they take pretty much everything.
I would say it's easy at school because everything's already set up. Home it's a little more difficult because you have to convince family members it's worthwhile.
A lot of it is in my home life. I buy a lot of recycled clothing. Like I said, I don't use disposable plastic as much as I can avoid it. I'll do that. And I also compost in my home.
Every now and then they'll add in a little thing, but for the most part they don't talk too much about things that are off subject.
Not outwardly, no.
I noticed that not everywhere has a compost bin that we can actually use. We have a lot of recycling bins that specify in between different types of materials, but we don't have compost bins all around campus, only in a couple places.
Education about it is a big thing. A lot of places you go, people just don't know what to recycle, and that's a huge thing. It's not really taught ever if your family doesn't do it, or they don't have the little handy placards above the recycling bin for what you can and cannot recycle. Plus it gets more confusing because a lot of areas have smaller recycling companies, so they don't recycle as much as others. Compressed cardboard, you can't recycle at a lot of the smaller ones, whereas in Boulder's larger one you can. So it gets really confusing, and I think clearing that up will help a lot of people be more sustainable.
I would say finding ways to make it impactful for them, so finding reasons they should care about it versus just saying you should care about sustainability because it's good, but finding things that they care about.
I know that one of our dorms out in Willville is, I don't know how they say it, but the solar panels basically create enough energy to power the building, so it's a zero waste system as far as energy, and I think that we could do that a lot in our other buildings on campus.
And making it relevant. A lot of times people don't be sustainable because they don't understand how relevant it is to their lives and how personal it can be to them. So personalizing it to them and making it relevant to their lives and making it easy to do. It is easy to do, but it seems like such an abstract concept to so many people that it's not really something that seems achievable to them.